bid conference for contract ID number 24MC0112. This is preventive maintenance of road asphalt overlay along Davao-Cotabato Road. This is open close dual to Chainage 0 to Chainage 1421 in Kidapawan City. And this project will be open on August 7, 2024 at exactly 9 o'clock in the morning. And this has an actual budget for contract of 80,950,955 pesos to be completed within 150 calendar days. And brief presentation or explanation of the other requirements for the opening of bids will be tackled later by our secretariat, but beforehand I would like to acknowledge the presence of the men and women behind this activity this morning. Our back members who are present here, Engineer Camposano, Madam Jennifer Marias. We also have here our procurement engineer, Engineer Cristo. We have the secretariat headed by Mang Fe Ramos together with Mrs. Pichi Chato. Also have here our secretary, jotting down the minutes and the other data or other concerns relative to this undertaking is no less than Magnifica Kapagat. We also have here in my left the chief of the maintenance section, Engineer June Varias. We also have here Mr. Marcelino and Ms. Maya. So I'm not turning over the phone. Engineer Villa also is here with us from the planning and section, representing the technical working group. So, to all the viewers, we wish that you are here with us because this COVID conference is very important. This is the time and place where you can ask questions or any inquiries relevant to our upcoming meeting. However, we know that you're all watching us, and for more information that you would like to gather, just visit our procurement unit at DPWH COTABATO District Engineering Office, Lanao, Kidapawan City. And now for other details, I'm now turning over the microphone to our secretariat, Perams.
Thank you, Ma'am Chair, and good morning everyone, especially those of our televiewers through our YouTube. As always, we have here the documents under technical component and financial component of the bid, of which our contractors are already familiar with this, but sometimes nakakalimutan po. So, dito po tayo ngayon to review or to give you again this component of the bid. For the technical component, we have the updated certificate of Preventive registration membership if not enrolled in a CWA, updated pickup license and registration, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts, single largest completed contract, NFCC computation and statement of total assets and liabilities, the audited financial statement, if joint venture, with special pickup license and joint venture agreement if applicable. If already enrolled in the CWA, eligibility documents to be updated if any, the bid security, the project requirements as to organizational chart for the contract, list of contractors key personnel, list of major equipment, the omnibus term statement and the certification as to key personnel per DEO number 9 series of 2012. For the financial component, we have the bid form, bid prices, individual quantities, detailed estimates, and the cash flow by quarter. We also have some reminders to our bidders that the certificate of field jobs registration shall be updated with the current and updated Class A eligibility documents covered by Section 8.5.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RNN example, the registration certificate, the mayor's business permit, tax clearance, pickup license and registration, and the audited financial statements. If these documents are not updated, otherwise shall result in the automatic suspension of the validity of its certificate of platinum registration and membership as per GPPB Resolution number 15-2021. The bidder can edit, update, and generate the updated certificate immediately. For the assigned key personnel of the contractor, that it is indicated under the bid data sheet of the bidding documents that he or she must be different person assigned to the contract to be bid and not the same person holding this key position. The PRC ID and tax ID of the bid personnel must be updated and clear copy. GPPB Resolution number 16/2020 approving the circular on the guidelines in the preparation of simplified bidding documents for goods and infrastructure projects and submission of the required forms for the procurement of goods, infrastructure projects, and consulting services with related amendments to the 2016 revised IRR of RE 9184 that the required forms are already included in the bidding documents. Our omnibus statement has 10 statements. DEO 36 series of 2015 dated March 11, 2015. Disclosure of ongoing contracts by prospective bidders for DPWH infrastructure contracts. The bidder shall use the form DPWH-J. This is a statement of all these ongoing and completed government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid within the period provided in the bidding documents. Non-compliance with the provisions of this order shall make the concerned bidders liable to the penalties under Section 65.3 of RE 9184 IRR and to the administrative sanctions under Section 69 of RE 9184 IRR. For DO number 98 series of 2024 dated February 26, 2024, the three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts. In order to establish a fair and transparent system for managing expenses committed by bidders in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services projects through public bidding, the DPWH hereby introduces an updated three-strike policy. This policy is aimed at enforcing adherence to the procurement guidelines stipulated under Section 69.1.I of the 2016 Revised Implementing Rules and Regulations of the Public Act 9184. Under this policy, if a bidder commits 3 offenses or acts described as all other acts that tend to defeat the purpose of competitive bidding, they shall be subjected to an administrative penalty. These offenses or acts are further classified into 3 major categories as enumerated. 1. Withdrawal from the bidding process, submission of non-participation letter, or failure to submit a bid after purchasing the bid documents. However, the Bids and Awards Committee recognizes certain valid reasons for these actions. 2. Submission of late bids without valid reasons as determined by the BAC. Exceptions will be considered under extraordinary circumstances such as force majeure. This refers to unexpected and unavoidable external events that impede or prevent a bidder from timely bid submission as defined in Article 1174 of the Philippine Civil Code. And third, submission of patently insufficient bid. This bid that fails to include or comply with certain mandatory requirements. The determination of whether bidder committed such an offense may occur as outlined. A. During eligibility screening or shortlisting, during bid evaluation, and during post-qualification. Bidders were reminded to diligently review and scrutinize the documents to avoid any violations. For more details of this Department Order number 20 series of 2024, the strike policy in the procurement of infrastructure, goods, and consulting services contracts, you can download a copy in the DPWH website. For Department Order number 87 series of 2020, electronic submission and receipt of bids for the procurement of civil works contracts. Department Order number 11 series of 2017, inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. Department Order number 9 series of 2012, the technical requirements for civil works projects for public bidding. have from the ongoing project once the bidder is awarded a contract, and 2, he or she will be replaced with another person with equal or better qualifications as certified by the head of the implementing office. Under item number 7, the bidder may propose a key technical personnel who is not its employee, provided that the said personnel is required to submit a certification that he or she will work for the bidder if it is awarded the contract under bidding. The certification under number 6 or 7 shall be included in the first envelope of the sealed bid. We have the new department order. We have department order number 118, series of 2024, guidelines on the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants, project engineers. In view of the full implementation on assigning only qualified and competent project engineers of contractors and consultants in the implementation of DPWH projects, the guidelines on the accreditation and assignment of contractors and consultants, project engineers are hereby prescribed. Section 3.0 of the said document, of the said department order states that only accredited project engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits of assignment. For a classification of project engineer 2, the limits of assignment should be 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing more than 150 million. For a classification of project engineer 1, the limits of assignment should be 11 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignments, each costing 100 million to 150 million. For a classification of provisional project engineer, the limits of assignment should be 10 contracts located within the same province for simultaneous assignment, each costing less than 100 million. This order shall supersede Department Order number 156 series of 2023, Department Order number 94 series of 2020, and other issuances inconsistent herewith. This order takes effect immediately. Approved by Secretary Manuel M. Bunuan last July 8, 2024. Another is Department Order number 98 series of 2016, the revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineer, to ensure that only qualified and competent materials engineers will be assigned by contractors and consultants to DPWH projects despite the significant increase in the number of projects to be implemented by the department. These revised guidelines on the accreditation of contractors, consultants, materials engineers are hereby prescribed. Under item number 5.0 of the said department order states that accredited materials engineers may be assigned to DPWH projects subject to the following limits of assignment. Classification for the materials engineer 1 project costing not more than 150 million, or 2 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 250 million, or 3 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 200 million. For materials engineer 2, 1 project no cost limit, or 2 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 300 million pesos, or 3 projects with an aggregate cost of not more than 250 million. Non-accredited materials engineers may be assigned to the 3 projects with an aggregate cost of 15 million or below. This order shall take effect immediately and supersedes the following issuances: Department Order number 184 series of 1999, Department Order number 60 series of 2003, Department Order number 55 series of 2012. And the last, we have the memorandum dated March 6, 2023, issued by Secretary Manuel M. Bunuan. With the subject, reiteration of department process policies, issuances on the sale of bidding documents, and enrollment in civil works application prior bidding, particularly item number 1 that states, in accordance with the department's citizens charter and a numbered memorandum dated December 27, 2021, only the following documents are required from prospective bidders prior the sale of bidding documents: A copy, company ID or any government issued ID, and B authorization letter authorized liaison officer in the CWA. Example, the special power of attorney for sole proprietorship or board, partnership, or joint venture resolution. The secretary's certificate for corporation, partnership, joint venture, and the cooperative. This department orders is downloadable in the DPWH website and GPP resolution in the GPPB website for full details, instructions, and stated in the guidance for reference of the leaders. So those are the reminders for our leaders, and take note of the new department orders. Thank you, and back to the chair.
Thank you, Ma'am Pek, for that very detailed explanation on the requirements and other guidelines of our upcoming bidding. I hope the contractors are aware of our new issuances, especially on the accredited DPWH project engineer and materials engineer that are already needed in our bidding requirements. Is there anything else? Additional supplemental bulletin number 17 with subject correction of contract ID number. We issued supplemental bulletin number 17 to amend the provision in the bidding documents for the above stated contract. The contract we are referring to is the preventive maintenance of road, asphalt overlay along Davao-Cotabato Road, open close to 1, Chainage 0 to Chainage 1421 in Kidapawan City, North Cotabato. Wherein stated contract due to the inconsistency with the assigned contract ID number in our annual procurement plan as follows. The current provision of bidding document